Welcome back, everyone, to VALORANT Game Changers Series 1 North America, presented to you by Verizon. And if you're just joining us, well, where were you? Because we just had an incredible map with Passion Project taking it 14-12 against FlyQuest Red. Now that, I'm not going to say who, but someone said on the desk that it was going to be 13-11, no overtime. And someo's a liar. I'm going to let them speak.
Who said that?
Who said that? Who could have said that?
Who was that? That was a great game.
It was a fantastic game, very close. We were talking kind of while we were watching this back and forth constantly, these responses that were coming out, why we bring it to overtime, you know, Lace almost clutches it, and then Jazzy clutches it. Just truly, what a game of Valorant, Wyatt.
Yeah, the star power was shining, and kind of as expected from the people we expected it from, which are Lace, Dodo Nut. Like, they're crazy. But at the end of the day, it wasn't enough to bring it over the finish line. I think there were other issues that were going on that had nothing to do with individual play. The compositions being the main one, they were interesting, to say the least. And not in the best way. I was really not a huge fan of Harbor, how they ended up playing around that. You can see here on defense, FlyQuest going for this fast retake with his breach ult. Look at where Thea just died. She was watching for a lurk in mid, no global smokes. So these players coming in from FlyQuest are just getting owned by all of the Passion Project players in open angles, no one smoked off. And then when it switched to attack, and they could go for these big executes, the Harbor was a lot better, right? It could just cover up all these doors, they could get in, it was setting up Dodo Nuts to go crazy, and it was worth, on attack, where things started going a lot better for them. But at that point, it's not that it was too little too late, but it was just a little too one-dimensional, where even then when you go back to the defense side in the OT, they just lose that round straight away. So, not a huge fan of the Harbor, at least solo. I think that's really the crux of the issue with that comp, is they just had no global smokes, and specifically on defense, that was a struggle for them.
I do want to give credit to Gompers, because Gompers did harp on that during the agent select, the difference between the smoke, so little shout out to Gompers right there for, you know, pointing that out for us. I do want to ask you, Wyatt, because you pointed them out, Lace and Lazy Lion. We saw them go head to head on the same agent. What are your thoughts?
I mean, both were great. I mean, Lace really started going crazy towards the end of the game. Lazy Lion, pretty consistent throughout. I mean, there's not really much to say aside from both really showed up. It was essentially, it was more of an overall team effort from the Passion Project that took them over the finish line.
Yes, I mean, do have Lazy Lion as the MVP of Passion Project. We also have Dodo Nut on the other side, doing Dodo Nut things, Gompers. Really just, again, we talked about how good she is on the Raze, and just once again proves how much space she can take and how truly explosive she is as FlyQuest's duelist.
I feel like it was, a lot easier for Dodo Nut to feel comfortable in that Raze role over the Jet. I don't know, there's just, Raze is a pretty chaotic choice when it comes down to being that solo duelist, and your only role is to literally close out angles with your nade, either that, do damage, and take lives. So I think if there was a person to do that, Dodo Nut did that the best. I felt like, again, Thea on the Harbor, the Harbor choice was I would have thought that it would have made things harder to do anything, to be honest with you, especially the way that they had been playing the Harbor. It didn't feel as though they were playing it the way that it was designed for. It was almost as though, and I think we did talk about this too, it's not designed for the way that you would use typical Omen smokes or Brimstone smokes. It's to cut out angles, to not only that, but honestly split the site in half and just fight that way. It's very awkward, but if you find a way to do it, it can work. I just feel like we haven't found that yet in the Harbor play.
I think also what you bring that up is with the Raze and just how it works out. We also have Jet on the other side. You know, our duelist head-to-head matchup, single duelist comp on either side. And here we have Unstable, just taking that same sort of space that Dodo Nut was, Wyatt, and finding some very strong success on it.
Yeah, Unstable was playing well, but as we said in the pregame, it's when you get Dodo Nut on the Raze, She's just crazy. I mean, like, she's just clearly in the top 2 duelists in NAGC right now. There's really no debate about it. There's the, Unstable is right up there, but not in that top 2, which is just so clearly Donut and Floor, the 2 duelists we've seen today, just take over the games. And as we're going to move on to the next map, Donut is going to be off the Raze, though. I mean, more than likely. It's not that we've never seen Raze on Icebox. Typically, you don't anymore. And in the last matchup between these 2 teams in that 900-round bind game match, they played Icebox in that series, and Donut was on the Jet. So that's what we got to look forward to in the next one. See if she can keep up that same level despite that agent swap, which typically she does.
And like you said, we are going to Icebox next. We had a little bit of an eventful Icebox earlier with Shopify and Decimate. Gompers, I hate to ask you again to do a prediction, because you said FlyQuest was going to win, and, things happened. But with Icebox, and also with OT1 happening in the first map, how do you see Icebox going on Passion Project's pick?
I'm gonna lay it down flat because I'm a fortune teller. It's whatever though.
Oh, real.
It's whatever.
So extra. But yeah,
I love it.
Lay it down.
But I don't know. I think it was kind of a rocky start for FlyQuest. Again, I really, really wanted to see that Harbor work out. It just didn't for me, and it started to feel messy to a certain point on Sunset. I didn't really see a lot of cohesion, and at times it was working out fine in the beginning, but then the end game, every single round, it almost felt like it was like a deer in headlights, or the dogs were just running around barking at each other and biting. Oh. But I would say, I think Icebox is going to be a little bit more uniformed. Sunset is just a very, very different map. I don't know what it is about it. It's kind of chaotic, but I think here, especially with the agent select, I'm just gonna say who I think is gonna win.
Go for it.
I'll go for a Passion Project just because the OG comp never goes wrong. So
I'm going with FlyQuest. Listen, when I said FlyQuest before the game started, I meant the whole series, and I'm sticking with that. Okay. This comp is so weird, and I like it. I mean, it's not that weird. It's just not a combination of agents we've seen all too much recently. But when it comes down to post plants, if FlyQuest can get the spike down, they have so much utility to deny the retake. It's crazy. There's going to be 43 mollies on the spike the entire time. So their attack side could be super potent, and then you're just looking on the defense for that chamber to really kind of pop off, lock down one of the sites, while the rest of the team is going to attempt to stack elsewhere. Pretty wild comp, and I like it.
And I can't think of any 2 better folks to take us through it than Ender and Mimi, your casters, friends. The game is in your hands. Please take it away.
Thank you very much. Thankfully, I'm joined by someone here who knows a thing or two about Passion Project. Chrissy, your team, Teddy Tactics that you coach, famous for winning more rounds than Shopify Rebellion against Passion Project on this map. Talk to me about their Icebox. What's it like to play against? Just had to gas you up for a second.
This is true. We got 10 rounds. Yes. Honestly, playing versus Passion Project on this map was very scary, mainly because of Unstable. Passion Project is playing a new comp this time around, but they used to play a double duelist comp with Unstable on the... Wait, what am I? I'm trolling. Or are we backwards? Anyways, they used to play with...
you out.
You're not bailing me out? They used to play with Unstable on the Reyna.
Cool.
And it was very,
we
very
are
hard.
backwards.
We're backwards. Thank you. I was very confused for a moment. FlyQuest on the right side of your screen. Passion Project on the left. Let's just look at the round.
Let's look at the round. That went horribly wrong. Let's see what's going on here. Sabui attempting to flash over the top, gets taken down, and hey, it deals with another as well. That's Sonder helping out in the endeavor. So B-side. Post plant secured. It's Unstable going to try and get ahead of this one on the chamber. Swing forward, but can't deny the plant, nor can they find a shot. Jazzy, on the other hand, successful for a first. So it's a 3v4 on this retake, and that nade could be massive. Sonder tucked in and instantly taken down. All of these players low on HP, and Passion Project just waiting for their chance to pick up the kills. 2v2. More util dropping in, but Dodonut still alive. And a walk forward.
Player standing.
One shot would do it, but it goes both ways. And now it's all on Thea. Swing forward, right click, and a second as well. What have I witnessed?
Yo, we don't drop a beat. From map 1 to map 2, the insane clutches as Thea gets a Red Bull clutch to start it off.
Were those both right clicks?
Yes! There were right clicks. That might have been a right click collat through the wall. I don't know.
Okay.
Like, what is this? One, two. Bruh.
She definitely was not aiming at the second player.
Quiet. You wouldn't get it. You're a hater. You don't understand anything about right-clicking with the classic.
My bad. Oh my god. Okay, we're not gonna get a breath. The HUD's fixed for you guys now, by the way.
Nice. Saved. Honestly, I am curious to see how this Passion Project team play. We'll take a second here because they have no money to actually play this round out with. But yeah, they used to be playing with the Reyna and the Jet. So two big changes. Jazzykins off the Jet onto the Raze, as a matter of fact, wanting to play that unstable on the Chamber, which I think is really cool. Post changes here coming in. I think Chamber is a little bit underrated on this map currently. And Raze gives you a lot of good stuff, especially on defense, having the paint shells to retake back yellow like we saw in the last round, or deny a point.
And it's interesting, it's not normally the combo you think of, but you still can get stuff done with this Sova Gecko together. You saw it there, where it's a dart coming forward for a scan, you have two things to shoot. One of them is almost guaranteed to get a scan if you time it right. So there's still cool stuff with the combo, and also, on your attacking side, it gives you a lot more options for kind of splitting up and clearing space, so definitely interested to see how Passion Project continue to play this one out as we do get into our third round here.
Yeah. FlyQuest, Starbound in particular, decided to go for the Outlaw on this one. So, good news for Passion Project is I think they only had one player actually buy a Sheriff on the last round. So that'll mean 4 rifles and then 1 Guardian coming into this one. A lot of the time, if you end up buying a little bit too much on the second round, that Outlaw purchase ends up ruining you. But PowerPixel making the right decision after identifying the Outlaw on the other side, says values heavy armor more than valuing a Vandal or a Phantom in this instance.
Kind of what that Outlaw forces you to do, think a little bit more about your economic choices. Jazzykins.
Hate when I have to do that.
It's the worst. She's walking up here in Nest, and Dodo just updrafted into her base. It's only 1 for 1 and unstable. Somehow doesn't find anything. No chance to teleport away either. 3v3 now, but Passion Project fully flooded into this A site.
Under through the wall, Lazy Lion takes her down. Lazy Lion on 31 HP. Will that be enough? FlyQuest only have 2 players, but Lace is alive, and Lace is a menace. Now it's all on Thea with a Spectre in backside.
Not again, surely. She won a 1v2 on the pistol and would have to do it again, just a Spectre in her hands. And both players rewrapping around the backside. She'll drop down. They have no idea about Thea's position. She's maybe just taking the right time.
Swing around to Rosie. They think she could have left. She's got plenty of time here. 35 seconds. If she wants, she could walk it all the way back over to the B site.
30 seconds left.
Loses her the chance to pick up a rifle, so
Toxins going up.
that's a hard decision to make. Passion Project making the same choice on the other side, too. Both teams are just full walking over to the B site.
So what does Thea do once she gets to Spike Down? Spike Down, that's a guarantee. But she needs to find a fight here. Cross in mid. This could get risky now. FlyQuest actually going to be swinging ahead of this one. Only a Spectre to work with. And she just picked the wrong angle. No clutch today. Round 3 goes to Passion Project.
Yeah, tough round to play there. Like, can you get up to top site? Nah, not so easy. Do you actually have the chance to push anywhere? Not when Passion Project had already full cleared and been rotating so soon.
It's like that critical switch over where like the first 10 seconds when they don't know where she is, but they're still on the site, she has a chance to win it. But once it comes down to that 2v1 retake against the Spectre, it's really hard to get a clutch in there. But rifles will be bought in for Passion Project, starting to come around the corner from some of their big ults. That is a big difference of this comp versus some of the other ones we saw on this map. Having that Thrash available, honestly, pretty often can be great for your retakes on this defense.
That will be a big one, that's for sure. I'm keeping my eye on, too, how much of a problem Unstable poses around B main. Early on, there was just a knife thrown. Sonder chucks that one out from spawn, got quickly broken by Sabui. But from playing against Unstable, Unstable just dominated that B main space. And the Chamber, the Reyna operate in very similar ways around there. You're getting your kill and you're getting out almost no problem. So if FlyQuest ever late round rotate into that space, they're going to have very good utility and react to this aggression and these walk-ups from Unstable.
And speak of the walk-ups, and they shall appear all the way through spawn. Passion Project will hold.
Donut's going to be really annoying in mid, though. I don't know if she's on top or underneath the tube.
She's on
I'm going
top.
to guess up there. Usually, yeah, you embed your jets up above that thing, and that can peek all the way into spawn sometimes and see those rotates. Or catch an Unstable running through mid.
Unstable clearing
no,
it
the
just
timing.
the wrong time for Dodo. It's a tragedy for the attack. But it's exactly what Passion Project wanted. Gun spotted. The awkwardness goes both ways. Preview for Sonder. Flash forward. Pops the ult to deny the Sovol from getting any more value. She'll tuck back in on this side.
30 seconds
Spike
left.
still yet to be planted, but it'll be invested now.
Thea's on 1 HP. Just a single piece of utility would absolutely ruin her. Passion Project couldn't use anything because of the ult, but now they counter with Thrash of their own.
Into the site goes Thrash. Nothing secured. Flash over the top, but that also can't be followed up on. This counter utility, perfection out of Passion Project. Thea just trying to find a chance to get something done on 1 HP. Won't be allowed it. Tap on the spike. Fly needs to fight. It's a 2-on-2 towards the spike. Power Pixel jumping and diving and just doesn't have a chance. FlyQuest, lock it down in the post plan.
Very nicely done from them there. That was a tough one to play out, too, with Thea being so incredibly low, dodging around the Thrash and whatnot. But they show a very good start on that one. That comes without Dodo not being the late thorn. You know, Dodo falls on top tube. That was supposed to be a very big problem in the late round, pinching back behind once they were going for the plant, maybe killing a rotator. And now FlyQuest have a little bit more information. Okay, Unstable like to walk all the way through B main. Is that going to be something they look for again? Is Unstable playing B main the majority of rounds? If so, FlyQuest keep putting pressure into this A side of the map like they've been doing.
And it's been good. You've noticed that shock molly combo. It's standard stuff, but still good against a comp like this that will sometimes want to be fighting forward, taking that space in mains.
FlyQuest are going to have to go all in here. Quick rotation from Passion Project. Have 4 players on the site already. Tons of utility to stall out the plant. That is going to be so annoying. But 2 kills from Sonder in the back of site make that almost a third. Power Pixel actually takes the advantage on that one. And FlyQuest have to pause a moment before putting that spike down.
This is still a little scary in the 3v3,
Toxin screen down.
but it's only classic. Jazzy trying to peek around this unstable falls deeper into mid. There shouldn't be too much risk. Surely just a classic diving in desperation, but the water's not deep enough to survive that one.
There's no water at all.
It's true.
Icebox.
On the ice. We do a little metaphor.
Yeah, pretty funny stuff.
Famously
here
a metaphor when
at
you
the Icebox Comedy Club.
wait, I didn't pass English class. What's that called when you like say a word's a thing, but it's like the thing? It's like a I almost said synonym.
Simile?
Yeah.
Just smile, Mimi. That's all you gotta do. Just
I am
smile.
smiling. I am smiling. That was a joyous moment. Okay, FlyQuest up 4-1. They're smiling at that scoreline.
They really are. Not smiling at the series scoreline though. Last one slipped away.
Great update.
Thank you.
Rifle v rifle.
But they love this A site. They're smiling at the A site. Making moves over here. This time a little bit more cautious. Starbound looking for some kind of a mid lurk. And because there's not a killjoy on the other side, we are seeing some serious space taken up into tube. That'll be the problem. If FlyQuest slow down in these rounds, that's really going to be how they challenge Passion Project's defense. Right now, Power Pixel kind of has to float between hall and top site, peeking in. If the timing is bad, a gap is opened, and just like that, it's a 1-for-1 trade. B site is there. Unstable with an operator, trying to get back onto this line, and they find something they cannot. Thea gets that one. And Starbound is still all the way forward in kitchen.
Okay. Lazy Lion was ready for that position. So 3v3 on this retake. Jazzykins has the ultimate. That might be the make or break of this round. Sabui will re-wrap to join their teammates in main. They're up against this Viper's pit, but the spike is not planted in it. It's not planted for them whatsoever. This pit might not help them that much whatsoever. Instead, they have to fight through it, try and get Jazzy off this spike. She's already held it halfway, but they know she's off.
Satchel out.
She doesn't have so much of a chance now. No, there's no way they let her. What a weird round.
Yeah, it's like planted up against center site. I don't know. That was full chaos. Don't quite know what to make of it. We're also seeing Thea hold on to her wall the majority of rounds. Like, she's used it over towards A a few times on the exec. There, it was a straight up vertical wall thrown from inside B main, like where the box is, and then just like cutting all the way back through fence. Very strange stuff. Sure, Passion Project haven't seen walls like that very often.
It's like some 2021 stuff.
Yeah, usually these days you just see that wall thrown B main every round right off the rip. It's like, yeah, you don't really need it for the A side of the map. The wall doesn't give you too much.
So timeout here for Passion Project. How do they deal with this A hit that has just been punishing them round after round?
I feel like they need to actually put some fighting tools over towards A, like get unstable, opping over there, just taking much more aggressive fights. They're kind of giving a lot of space for free over there, or, you know, taking their shot falling back because it's a gecko there or Sova there, and we have all this post-plant stall utility. But because FlyQuest are getting into that space so quickly, the stall utility takes the clock from like 1 minute and 10 seconds to 50 seconds. And they've still got plenty of room to get a plant off very comfortably and make that happen. The other ideas Passion Project could go for is, if they are going to be stalling off that spike plant, let's get active through mid. Let's flush that out to make sure we can't get hit by a lurk and get some multi-flanks going to pinch down into Fly.
The multi-flanks are, I feel like, always underrated, but really strong on this map if you can execute them correctly. Stop that post-plant utility from being a big factor in the round. We'll see what the adaptation is. This round, it's just going to be an eco. So probably more so talking about the future plans, as they are doing some of what you say here, repositioning the chamber towards A and fighting forward, but Jazzy,
oh my!
Hi. She's just...
That play was so sick. I mean, Unstable's gonna get their kill and TP on back, but we actually threw the op to Lace so that Dodo could insta-updraft and play off of a left-click flash of Sonder to counter out the ropes push into Nest. Very nicely done by them, fully reading the idea. Yeah, that's a full 100% read. That is the sole idea of that play, is to counter exactly what Passion Project did. FlyQuest, they downloaded the ebook of Passion Project during the 60 seconds. They speed read through it. Easy play, easy kill.
Great call from Fly. But they did lose a player to that chamber, so the round's not done yet. Gun over to Lazy Lion and ult for Unstable. There's a lot of risk in this round yet. Molly's doing damage onto Sonder. The dart invested early, and Unstable will be forced to teleport away off that one. When do they hit the go button? Flash now forward. Hunter Suri popped, but Passion Project is winning every single fight. Lace, the one who picked up the op to begin with, is locked out of this round. No way she can even make an attempt.
Yeah, throw that off the map. Lace is gonna run to her death, I feel. That was ugly. Wow, Passion Project just tear Fly apart. And yeah, Lace, not long for this world. She'll get hers. She always gets hers. She won't
get hers. All right, so I mean, after an excellent call to start that round for FlyQuest, getting that opening kill, I think they just get punished by taking it too slow, and they eventually commit to that fight. Their first wave of utility is fully invested, and then they have to cancel for a second, and they're re-pushing in without flashes and not really in position set up to trade each other. Kind of a tragedy on that execute. That has let Passion Project back into this half.
Yeah, that's the first time FlyQuest, I think, have been punished for fully committing Fly players into the A side of the map. Usually, you know, when that stall happens, if you have someone working up through tube or something, you can pivot out of that A site, but they've had to keep going and keep going and keep going. That time, Passion Project actually play on the site, and it looks good for them. Once again, though, there are gaps towards this B side, under tube right now, I'm seeing. Even with Chamber playing very deep towards spawn, a boiler, perhaps you throw up that orb, you can slip under tube. There's no turret in window or alarm under tube to be able to spot that out.
One down.
Ouch.
Yeah, nice shot there. Sabui just going for a walk. Gets taken down.
Unstable will be here quickly. Same with Jazzykins, and there's a showstopper in her hand, so This spike plant is not going to be so easy. Great shot from Unstable. Quickly traded out by Sonder, though. And she's got to keep moving forward. Not going to happen, though. PowerPixel shuts her down.
But Dodo not. Top side. Blades in hand, waiting for Lacey to activate on her lurk. And that's done wonders. Jazzy on the reaction now. Dealt with Lace again. These shots have been clean all night.
Knowing exactly what she has to do in that round. I mean, the side hit was not going to work. It only works because of Lace's push back through mid. Seeing that opening after doing the fake drone over towards A, already she was moving into that mid space. Got to pick up in kitchen before rotating back here and pinching the other side of the ultimate. Very quick thinking from her. She's able to move around and find those kills, secure the round for FlyQuest. That's exactly what we want to see from them. To keep abusing this chamber pick. No killjoy. Keep dominating mid, especially when there's action on the map. There will be gaps there.
FlyQuest this time, yet again, entrenching a player into mid. Dodonut goes up and just creates so much pressure here. It's kind of forcing Passion Project to go for this push towards A.
Yeah, Passion Project are also forced to just keep playing top site and peeking under tube. PowerPixel is not in a fun position to play at all. Unstable, though, gets to peek on in there for a quick kill. That's a little bit more fun of a solo spot to be positioned in.
Yeah, in your chamber, you get to have a little bit of fun. Oh, that drone
we saw the gun.
just barely saw her.
run.
Dodonut looks to be hunted down now. Unstable, just holding on one side and slowly walking up. Dodo dealt with. That's a big kill.
By the way, Jazzykins fully walked out of A. Passion Project are fully corralling these two players on FlyQuest who are trying to sprint in and find something off the killjoy, but it's just not going to happen. Passion Project only lose one.
You control space in mid, it seems you win the map at this point for Passion Project. They've done a much better job of controlling that space, choosing when to go for reactions on the other side, which means that these defensive rotations have been much more on point compared to these first few rounds.
Yeah, I would say the thing is it's not so easy to be repeatable because PowerPixel did fall initially in that fight, and then it was Unstable finding the moments to get the kills from back boiler. So that's kind of what happens with this type of a comp is there will sometimes be gaps, but you have to continue playing confident, like actively taking fights in order to shut that down. Once again, quick up on top of tube. Very high chance that PowerPixel is playing that low position top nest of tube.
Passion Project is. Like, not even 10 seconds into the round, they have two players all the way up A main, and they're rotating off to go deal with mid instead. FlyQuest has had to invest so much in these last few rounds to deal with these pushes.
And now their timing might be perfect to come back in here as those players have rotated off. We'll see. Jazzykins all alone up forward. And Sunder's running with a knife out. Just distracting there. The hit now to come in. Already 3 players of Passion Project here and ready.
Sonder flashback sight, but Starbound has already found a kill into this round. Swing from the bottom side. Lazy Lion only going 1 for 1. That's not quite enough. Sonder can get picked up in due time, and it's a 2v5 on the retake. There's going to be a late flank through mid. This is brutal for Passion Project.
Dodonut taking her time.
One enemy remaining.
Knows that someone's going to come to her, and she gets it. Unstable to fall, and PowerPixel not too far after that. That's FlyQuest up to 7.
Yeah,
5 and 7,
doing
famously the same number.
close enough. Good enough for government work. But alright, Passion Project's honestly getting dealt with very well here on this defensive side. They've yet to find a consistent way to deal with these kind of late A hits now. At first, it was getting ran over by these fast executes. Now they're getting space forward, but FlyQuest has done a good job of slowing these rounds down and being very thorough with these reclears.
It is genuinely mind-boggling that FlyQuest have not thrown a single default knee wall to my memory.
They also have never gone B.
Yeah, they've just opened up A every round, sometimes a little bit of mid-control.
The only round they went B
every time
was like a late
this.
split. It's, again, early Valorant simulator. Just go A every round. It cannot fail. And it hasn't thus far. FlyQuest again out on the site, again with an opening chance here. This time, though, they're not at the same advantage in their post plan, and they're struggling to even get this spike down because the util is starting to overwhelm. Sabui finding a connection, and the Hunter's Fury connecting onto Sonder. This time, Passion Project deal with it wonderfully.
Place your predictions now. Will FlyQuest go B once this half at round open?
Nope.
I don't know. After the replay is when we'll find out. It's very hard. Look, they just got shut down on A. Is going B too predictable? I don't know. Is it unpredictable to go B on the final round? They're going B. They're going B.
We're in new waters.
They're not going. Are they? They're not.
They're going mid to
They're
B.
splitting. They're gonna split B through mid. Okay.
Doesn't count.
That it kind of counts. They didn't throw the Viper wall though, so you're right. It does not count.
The first time they've, honestly, this entire game had to straight up deal with Saunders just running through a smoke bottom mid, and they're getting re-cleared in main. What is going on? FlyQuest getting fought from every angle. Unstable, running it down, getting greedy for that kill, and dying for it. Now, Donut, I think has made it all the way through mid to re-fight in main. Here's another fight in mid. Thea wins that one, readjusting into bottom mid. Lazy Lion's there too, by the way. Another duel. Who wins it? Thea. Where are they looking? What is going on?
What is happening? They're going A anyways, Mimi! It was a mid-B split that finishes A as Jet's pathing went all the way through mid, B site, B main, back spawn, back over into A, and they win the round!
Lace just runs through a smoke and kills them.
Switching sides.
Dodo Nut just ran a marathon!
Give her
The
a medal.
amazing race!
This is how the round
Unreal.
started, by the way. Just sprinting through the smoke bottom mid. Dying.
Enemy
And then
remaining.
they
Yeah.
win the round. Okay.
You know what? I don't think we need to talk about it. Because there's
Inexplicable.
another half. There's just another half, and it's more important. Passion Project need to come up with something, I guess. And they throw a default wall the first round. I bet you Passion Project will throw this default wall every single round.
There are only two types of teams in Valorant. You either throw it every round or you never throw it. 99% throw it every round. But FlyQuest's not like those other girls. They're unique.
No. Oh, it's
All
crazy.
right, reset here. 8-4. FlyQuest in a position to push us to ascent, but this pistol round, pivotal. And this Gecko gets to shine a little bit more on attack. A lot easier to be cycling that Dizzy up and down and find more opportunities to clear space on the side.
Yeah, I think the Gecko really thrives with taking this B main space. The Dizzy, whether or not you're bouncing it off the close wall or a little bit deeper, very easy to recover, clears out all those close angles that a defender, like we just saw from Unstable, likes to creep up and hide out inside of. Well, now Passion Project. In similar fashion to FlyQuest, Jazzykin's up here on top too. This time, though, it's more about hunting out the Killjoy utility. You'll see that a lot from Duelist pop up there to take it, and the lurk doesn't pay off this time.
A little early there from Unstable on the investment. Lace spots players in mid. Shock Dart will do a little bit of damage over onto Jazzy, who backs away. They're going to finish into an A hit, and, well, it seems like FlyQuest not quite hedging their bets the right direction.
Power Pixel steps up so far forward. Here's those footsteps, two players rotating through the spawn. When do they decide to pounce? Do they get cleared? Yes, they do. Starbound fully aware of the idea, and with a little support, deal with it very nicely.
That's their former teammate. They know how Power Pixel likes to play. It's a great clearance to start. So, 5v3, tough post plant here for Passion Project. Can they hold on to this one? Sabui for the first. Jazzy helping out, but she's low on HP. Swing forward. It's a ring around the Rosie and Lazy Lion. Tries to make it happen, but it's on a pistol round. So, of course, a right click is how we close out.
Was that a right
I'm
click
pretty sure that was
2K?
one right click, 2 kills.
Oh, okay, Thea.
I'm
Thea's just getting a little
pretty sure.
silly with it. A little bit silly. That was also what I thought happened. I think they even pinged the classic at the end as well. Thea's just does it a little bit differently.
Free gun.
But I mean, yeah. I mean, even Lazy Line. Let's see it.
Yep. Okay.
Two right clicks fail, third time's the charm.
99% of right clickers quit right before they get the big kill. They are a proud 1%er in that regard.
They really are. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Passion Project, a big force here. Heavy armor on everyone, even though there's an outlaw on the other side, so they need it. But only 2 stingers? 2 sheriffs and Unstable, I guess, with 8 bullets?
Full armor, 8 headhunter bullet. Chambers back, baby.
That is a gamble if I've ever seen one. Thea shutting it down instantly. Does the wrap find her? Yes, it does. Power Pixel in there very quickly. Defenders already quick here. FlyQuest have 4 players ready to stall out this plant.
There goes Wingman. Molly deals with the little guy, so Power Pixel has to plant instead. Flash up, Sonder. Good spray transfer to find Power Pixel, and this retake, it's just too easy. Enough damage done to give Starbound some freebies, and the Force gonna get punished here. 10-4, FlyQuest running away with this game.
What a gamble from Passion Project. I don't know if it was the right call. I mean, 3 sheriffs, the heavy armor there. Yeah, giving FlyQuest 10 is tough, but now they've just about like blocked themselves out of this half. It was a huge decision to end up making there.
Remaining.
And now they've kind of got to half dip in again, although still an outlaw on the opposite side, so not going to be easy. Maybe they can find a shot. Actually,
Players having
Cebuy
to
and
buy
Unstable
full
again
armor
going
classic
heavy.
because of the outlaw.
Yeah, I mean, like for Unstable, it's valid. For Cebuy, I don't know. I feel like one player buy heavy armor and then give Cebuy, give her the Marshal. I don't know.
It is interesting to see the Marshal and the half armor player. Anyways, this round
Here.
should not be winnable, should not be favorable in any way to Passion Project, that is.
Passion Project are up here on site, but not for very long. Wingman barely makes it up in time for the plant and gets
He
it
did
off.
it!
Might as well.
Oh, that's beautiful. Great job to
One
Wingman.
enemy remaining.
Gets it
Gets
done,
solo.
but all of his friends, sadly, getting taken down in this one. This Marshall from range, surely not. Thea sticking on the spike, and yeah, Saunders got the swing from below. So FlyQuest, 11-4.
A little bit more convincing than the last time around. Obviously, there was that big comeback in the last one that brought it back in the second half. But even in the previous match of these two teams, it was FlyQuest Red winning Icebox pretty handily. 13-9 was the final score. Obviously, a lot has changed for Passion Project this time around. No Kara anymore. Obviously, brand new comp as well. That was going to be a major question coming into this game. How are they going to adjust with all the changes? But now they're going to have to do it on the fly. Cebuy does have Thrash ready to go, and already looking to take some space into main, but the knife is going to stop any plans of using that drone to re-clear instantly.
Turret in mid is down thanks to Jazzy. And the re-clear will begin here for FlyQuest. Drone through. Just spot out that raise, top box, and they have any way to punish this. Shock darts going in, and off posted up on the line. They won't be able to kill Jazzy, but they'll kick her out of mid.
Yeah, FlyQuest really wanted to get a fight going there. And with 4 players in mid, that
Look
means they
at
rotate
Thea.
into A so fast.
Flash up, swing forward. The dart as well. Scans
saw
out
that.
power pixel. Stunning shot. Now an
That
A
was
hit
pretty.
here.
Yeah, A open, but there are 2 mollies on the ground. First one gets broken. A little bit slow to react on that. Wingman getting the plant allows Passion Project to actually take some fights here. Quickly dealt with, though. Thea comes into the fight. Now Jazzy spotted on the top of 410. Lace with 2 instantly. Takes FlyQuest up to map point.
Yeah, a really nice retake there. I also love the protocol to re-clear into mid, the drone forward, timing the dart flash perfectly to flush that Viper out, and then resetting, reassessing, waiting for that util to come back online to be able to retake onto A as well. FlyQuest, honestly, just the fundamentals looking super clean with this comp here.
Yeah, especially when you're playing the KO. I'm not a huge fan of the KO comp myself, but I think that having that extra piece of information, also the flashes to try and snipe out solo lurks in mid or re-aggressing into like a B main, for example, if you think they've left an embed there, I think that's really where the pick thrives, instead of just looking to full-on retake with the team. Having a harbor or something might give you some more options to, you know, force the enemy team to play very close to you on site in that sense. But the KO, very good for sniping out into mid, just like we saw. The Sova shock darts coming in to, you know, force those players out of tube. The second wave is the flash. It is very practiced there from Fly.
12-4 here on map number 2 after an overtime match to start. And Passion Project, we're gonna hit the timeout. Honestly, at this point, just have to take it round by round. Not many opportunities, not many possibilities to try and make a comeback like this happen. Would need 8 rounds in a row.
And you would have to win them consecutively. You couldn't win them all at once.
That's true.
That's why you have to approach it round by round, as opposed to, you know, the whole combo platter.
Hard hitting.
That's what I got for you. This is a Fly masterclass. They are owning here.
Yeah, all 4 of these
Lace in
rounds on
particular.
defense, by the way, retakes. Every single one of them, Lace and Saunders' utility, stunning. Like, the combination of the flash and dart has just been owning Passion Project in every single one of these late rounds.
Passion Project, you're going to try to get into A here, but no, not up and above. Oh,
She
no,
was in
straight out of the
midair.
air.
She
just plucked her out of the sky.
That's disgusting. Oh my Dodo Nut. So another retake on A. I've seen this show before. It doesn't tend to end well for Passion Project. They haven't even gotten the spike down. Now Hunter's Fury has arrived into the back lines. The pulses go. It won't fight the shot. Counter ult in. Will that connect onto anything? Nada.
And the whole time, Faye has been creeping up on that lurk. Dodo not slowing things down, though. Trades 1 for 1 on the other side, and Passion Project are fully committing into this. But with the nade from the corner from Sonder, FlyQuest will wrap that up. They are not even necessary.
It's just a masterclass again. Beautiful retake there from FlyQuest. They will close out map number 2, 13-4. Beautiful work out of them. I mean, just compared to that first game, the difference we are seeing is sublime. Just playing the basic comp and playing it incredibly well.
Yeah, they just ran A every single round until they tried to do the B split and they went like all around the entire universe. I think they really poked the holes in the comp that they were facing up against, not having that Killjoy utility, not really showing a lot of aggressive looks towards A, and honestly, just a fantastic map number 2.
Yeah, exciting stuff there. It was overtime in the first, a stomp in the second. Let's see what Ascent has in store for us after the break.
Came through with it again. They know that I got spirit with a pen. Don't know why they tried to compete when they know that in victory it's never gonna end. Them in a week, that's why they could never speak. They ain't like me, I take it to the peak. Different type of steeds that I breed. Wheel up on the mic, they won't get one of these. Please, I don't wanna hear no talk from them. I don't wanna see nothing at all from them. They can't do it like me. So all I wanna see really is a round of applause from them. Vibes in the air, we caused it again. Life isn't fair, but we rode it again. All of my teams being ready for the war, there's no warning for them. Tell them again, I ain't here to make up no friends. I just came through yet again. We up, you never got one of them. Top of the pile yet again. They can't stop this child not again. Reigning champ, I won't lose it. So you know I'm gonna win that again. Tell them again. Tell them again. Tell them again. Tell them again. I ain't here to make up no friends. I just came through yet again. We love you, never got one of them. Top of the pile yet again. They can't stop this child not again. Reigning champ, I won't lose it. So you know I'm gonna win that again. Tell them again.